Welcome back to a very special edition of the DAMY vlog. My name is Dr. David Duizer. I'm a naturopathic doctor focused on complex chronic disease management and integrative care here in Vancouver, British Columbia. Today's episode is special because we have an interview to publish today. I recently became the vice chair of the board of directors of the Boucher Institute of Naturopathic Medicine. I've been on the board for a long time, but I've stepped into this new role as the vice chair, and we have a lot to accomplish this year. I have a series of goals I want to push for, and I want to help guide the school in the direction of. My first goal is to improve awareness of the Institute. So in today's video, we're simply going to be interviewing a third-year student. Garrett Bramwell is a third-year naturopathic medical student at the Boucher Institute of Naturopathic Medicine. He is the liaison between the students and the board of directors, and he's agreed to share with us why he chose naturopathic medicine and why he chose our school. So really happy to have Garrett today. I hope you enjoy his video, and if you're interested in naturopathic medicine, you check out what Boucher has to offer. Check out the BINM.org website and click around, scroll around, read through, and see what you think. If you have questions about the Institute, please let me know. You can contact me anytime and I can fill you in. Hope you're having a great day. Enjoy my interview with Garrett. I'm here with Garrett Bramwell. Thank you for being with me, Garrett. I've got a few questions for you today, and I really appreciate you joining me.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
No problem, no problem. My first question is, where are you from and where did you do your undergraduate?
Well, I'm from Vancouver, BC. Spent my first 18 years here and then took a chance and kind of a Hail Mary and went out to Nova Scotia, Canada, where I attended St. Francis Xavier University for 4 years and got my undergrad in human kinetics and health sciences.
Nice, nice. How was Nova Scotia?
Absolutely beautiful. I loved it. The people were incredible. It felt like my second home the whole time I was there.
Nice. So good to hear. So good to hear. From there, doing that undergraduate degree, what got you interested? What got you excited in naturopathic medicine?
For sure. Just kind of long story short, I've been an athlete kind of my whole life, and I had some lingering sports injuries from jiu-jitsu and MMA that just weren't getting treated by anyone I saw. And one day I went and saw Dr. Hal Brown. He's an ND here in Vancouver. He did some prolotherapy injections, and I went from being at like 60%, having to warm up every morning to go to class, back to like 90-95% getting back on the field. And at that point, I just kind of realized that there was more than the watch and wait method, and that NDs had something more they could offer, and that was kind of what directed me down the path towards naturopathic medicine. I think before then I was really considering a career in chiropractics, but it was that idea that they could just do a little bit more and they had just a couple more tools in their toolbox that kind of set me down the path towards becoming an ND.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. And then you ended up coming back out west to go to school. Why did you choose BINM, Boucher Institute of Naturopathic Medicine, for your schooling?
Other than the fact that it was in the city I grew up in and I kind of knew what was going on, I just heard that it was a small school, first of all, so that really jived with me coming from St. FX, which was a small university, and I saw a lot of similarities in the sense that you can make those close relationships with professors. You really have an opportunity to bond with your classmates and get to know people and make connections that you wouldn't necessarily be able to at any other bigger school.
Definitely.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, once I started getting closer to the program, getting to know it better, I heard that we had some pretty incredible results on NPLEX, both 1 and 2, and those are just the quick points as to why I chose it, but I've learned a whole lot more about it since I've been here.
For sure. Now, for a couple things from that, the first one that really strikes my mind is my clinical practice actually developed from a connection that I made while I was in school. One of my supervisors was actually working in the clinic I'm in now, and she was taking time off, and she said, "Hey, do you want to take my spot for a while?" And so that's how I got into this clinic, and this is 5 years later, and I'm still here. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
That's incredible.
For sure. And then the second one, I'm curious to know about your experience so far. Oh, my second one really is about NPLEX. Can you explain for the listener what is NPLEX?
So NPLEX, we have NPLEX 1 and 2. It's two of our licensing exams that we do both while we're attending Boucher and then afterwards. And basically, NPLEX 1 is all of your biochemistry, anatomy, physiology, pathology, microbiology, and neuroanatomy, and am I missing anything? I think that's it.
No, I think that's
But
it.
it basically encompasses all your general sciences, just like a medical degree would have in the first 2 years. And then you have a big exam on that, basically when you're done your second year of university. And then after your fourth year, you do your secondary NCLEX exam, which is more clinically relevant and just focuses on treating patients and kind of what you've developed in the second half of your schooling, which is that clinical expertise.
Right, right. The reason I wanted to ask is because now that I'm a board member at BINM, and I'm familiar with how the process of academics in naturopathic medicine works, I'm comfortable with the boards that do the examinations and how the process goes. I think it's a great process. But as a student, when I was going through admissions, I didn't know that BINM had such incredible results on the board exams. I wasn't even thinking board exams. And we got there and everyone's like, yeah, I think I'm here because the students do extremely well.
Yeah.
So after you're in third year, correct?
Yeah, I'm like halfway down my third year right now.
And everyone in your class did pretty well in NCLEX 1, if I'm right.
Yeah, I want to say the past couple of years, the pass rate's been somewhere between like 99 and 97%.
Nice, excellent.
Which is incredible for that like competitive of an exam.
Absolutely. Now now you have 1 year left. Where do you see your career going? As of right now, what do you think your clinical practice will look like?
For sure. I mean, what got me into the medicine really was that sports medicine and performance side of things. And that's really what I want to focus on when I get out. So whether that's looking at regenerative injection therapies like prolotherapy and PRP, whether that's performance medicine and a little bit of genomics, and then a big side of clinical nutrition as well.
Right.
That's where I see the main focus of my practice going along, kind of building the optimum person, whether that's an athlete or a businessman or woman, and yeah, having that practice here somewhere in Vancouver where we have a really nice population like that.
Excellent. Well, there's so much opportunity for you for rehab and performance, and people are really looking for that all-encompassing holistic approach to both healing and wellness in general. So I'm really glad that you want to go down that lane. I love it.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. I can't wait to see what the future holds in that area.
That's excellent. Well, I want to say thank you. I think people who watch this, who are interested in BINM, will have a little more insight about the school and how people sort of end up there. So thank you so much for sharing.
Hey, my pleasure. It's been awesome.
Great. Okay, have a good day.
You too.
Bye.